You're watching TSU-TV 98.
Today, live on Tiger Score, we have the full scoop on the men's and women's basketball season.
From the star players, game schedules to the OVC rankings, we are here to keep you in the loop and entertained.
So sit back, relax, and get with it. Now, on the Tiger Score.
Young exclusive.
Welcome to Tiger Score. I'm your host, Aric Jones.
I'm Anastasia Williams.
Optimism reigns freely for the upcoming season as they begin with all of their competition with a 0-0 record. Let's look back on what drove the Big Blue to an 18-15 record last season, giving the Tigers a positive outlook on what's to come. So last season, we see that the Tigers finished 18-15, finished above 500, and a very strong season in a sense, but at the same time, they fell short of an OVC championship, which is obviously their goal, to Belmont. They also lose two of the key players, Kellen Thornton and Robert Covington, who's now with the Houston Rockets and was a standout here. So how do you think that's going to play a role in, yeah, they have some positives from last season, but they're coming to this season with, generally a new team.
Well, basically, the team's now going to have to focus on, in the offseason, finding players that are going to step up and replace those key players that are going to score 15 to 18 points a game. They're going to step up and rebound and steal, and just the leadership on the court. So,
yeah.
I mean.
And in college basketball, there's 17 to 16 points out of two players, in game in and game out. That's strong, especially when their third leading scorer last year was only at 12. So even the coach is looking for players to collectively put that together. So if you can get 8 points from one player, 9 points from the other, that's the way that you can make up for the 17 points.
So, basically, these players have to work, and the coaches have to push them harder to make them confident in taking those shots and getting open and just working harder to do that so everybody scores 10 points. And it's not all falling back on two players if those players aren't available to do that.
And chemistry will be a key thing, and obviously it's hard to build chemistry just through practicing and watching film and things of that nature. But if they're able to get this chemistry built, after these couple tournaments and get back in Gentry Center and build off of their positives and their negatives, I think they're getting into OVC play that they should be able to make a run, especially because they're not expected to do much. So they could possibly sneak up on people just through athleticism and, just having the heart to be able to do that.
Let's look at the positives from last season. The Lady Tigers basketball team finished slightly under 500 last season. The Lady Tigers guard, Kesey Hess, led the team with an average 12.9 points per game. Hess also led the team in steals with 51. The leading rebounder was Simone Hopes, who averaged 7.7 rebounds a game. Rachel Allen, who's returning, led the team in assists with 96 and not far behind in steals at 49. The Lady Tigers are going to come up with the same issues that the men have. They're losing some of their key players. They have 4 players returning, 1 a starter, and 8 incoming players. What can they do to create even a better chance than what they had last year?
Well, I think it's the best analogy that I come up with is LeBron when he left the Cavs. And I say that because when you lose that much production, after one season or after, 4 seasons in this case, and LeBron was obviously there for 8, when you lose that much production and you're pretty much starting from the bottom, it's hard to really build up within one season. Now, obviously, everybody's expectations are, at the maximum right now because everybody starts off 0-0. But the Lady Tigers, they finished slightly under 500, just like you said. So in order for them to get to that point, where they can finish 500 again, they're going to have to, like I said with the men, build that chemistry. They're going to have to rely on returning players such as Rachel Allen, who's a great distributor, but she's going to have to find these people that can actually execute once they have the ball in their hands.
Do you think the coaches can create that motivation, that drive, that push to get the girls more confident, and especially the ones that's coming in to gain into those roles that they're needed to be in?
Well, and that's what coaches are for. The coaches are there for you to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, if you're not doing that, then there really is no reason, to have these coaches or, anything of that nature. So if the coaches can get them to believe and the ladies, they start to execute and build up the chemistry going into OVC play, they can sneak up on some people too because there's not much expected of them. So this is the best time to get on somebody.
All right, well, there's your look inside the 2013 Men and Ladies Tigers. So stay alert for the upcoming season, which starts November 8th, right?
That's right, at the University of Hawaii for men and Kansas State University for women. But we got to take a break, so stay put because we'll be right back with more Tiger School.
Come out and support the legacy of Tennessee State University's basketball teams. Tickets can be bought in the Gentry Center. Hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 until 5, and Friday, 9 until 4:30. Free for students with student ID. Tickets can also be bought at any Ticketmaster location.
We previously recapped last season. Now let's talk about the key players expecting to lead the way for a championship run. There's Patrick Miller, who last season was all OVC and also led the OVC in steals. Jay Harris, who started 7 games last year from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and had a career-high 12 points last season. MJ Rhett, who, although was injured last year, averaged 6 rebounds and 32 blocks on the season. And then there's Michael Green, a senior who also contributed last season and was a key reserve who they're looking to step off based off of experience.
Although the Lady Tigers lost many of their starting 5, here are a few players that will be this year's most promising players. We have senior Alana Morris, number 23, Imani Davis, freshman, Rachel Allen, junior, number 12, and Chelsea Hudson, junior, number 30, and Julie McCarthy, freshman, number 33. Fortunately, we were able to talk with some of the Lady Tigers.
Our strengths this year are probably, I have to say, our quickness. Definitely, that's the first thing. We have a lot of people on the team that's really quick and can run the floor.
We've got a lot of good shooters, athleticism.
Strengths of the Lady Tigers, we have better team chemistry. I'm excited to know that we can get up and down the floor. Yes, we are young. Yes, we have growing pains, but we're young and we grow together. So it's exciting. We're young and new, and we have great effort every day.
I think the biggest challenge will be leadership.
Being more vocal. A lot of times I'm not shy. I'm not the leader that just, out or very loud. I'm kind of laid back and reserved.
Focus on what the end will be, not what we're actually going through at the moment. We will make it through whatever.
In the past, we've had tough competition. I wonder what the ladies would do and what their focus is for this season.
If I had one game that I could play over last year would be against UT Martin. That's always a pretty tough rival because they have the two, best guards.
But we play a lot of big schools too, like Tennessee and Florida, so obviously those going to be like competition.
I want to beat everyone. No opponent is bigger than the next. I plan to come out and play hard and beat every team that we face, so everybody.
What do I see the team focusing on this year is defense and being relentless. We talk about a lot of attacking the player, attacking on defense, everything. That's what we look for in steals.
Going hard every play, just not taking plays off, especially younger kids, so they had to learn how to play from high school to college, just transitioning and playing hard every play.
As you see, the Lady Tigers know their competition, and they know their goal is to finish and get into the finish line.
Be as good as I can be and give it all.
I want to be a better shooter, and also I want to become an OVC Player of the Week and host for the team. And how can I relate them? I want to win an OVC championship. That's a team goal that we have, set.
Now it's time to see where the Tigers stand in the preseason OVC rankings. So Eastern Kentucky is picked to finish first, and Belmont, who finished first last season. Tennessee State falls 5th, where they finished 3rd last season in the Eastern Division.
Let's take a look at the Lady Tigers 2013-2014 preseason OVC rankings. The Lady Tigers fall 5th in the rankings on the eastern side of the conference as Tennessee Tech, then Belmont, Eastern Kentucky, and Morehead State.
Let's hope the Lady Tigers have a great upcoming season.
Coming up next, we've got a chance to get into the coach's mind about the upcoming season.
And we've also got a chance to see how the fans feel about the season.
So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with Tiger Score.
Come out and support support the legacy of Tennessee State University's basketball teams. Tickets can be bought in the Gentry Center. Hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 until 5, and Friday, 9 until 4:30. Free for students with student ID. Tickets can also be bought at any Ticketmaster location.
Do you ever wonder how coaches feel about the season or what they do to win?
I do. I want to know how they decide on who's going to play in the game.
Well, we're about to find out what the Lady Tigers coach has to say about this upcoming season.
We're very young. We always expect to have a good year. I won't say a great year because we don't know yet the unexpected right now because of our age and the way we are. We're so young. But we have some really nice players that are working extremely hard, and they're expecting great things to happen, and I likewise am expecting the same thing as a coach. What strengths and what challenges does the team have? One is strength would be our quickness. Challenge would be we're not quite as big as we need to be competitive like I would like to be with some of the teams we've got to play, like the Tennessees and the Floridas and people like that. But our kids have big hearts and they're very competitive, and hopefully we can overcome some of that advantage. Players that stand out with their performance in practice and what have you. Yeah, I've had several different ones. One day it might be Diamond Beatty, another day it may be Monty Davis, another day it might be Chelsea Hudson, and different ones. But another one is Julie McCarthy, who's the kid from Norway, who's had some good days. We just have different ones. T.T. Hill and Rachel. Rachel does a great job for us as well, a little point guard. So we've got a lot of different players, different days, just have great practice days. The biggest strategy right now is for us to mature. My job is to hopefully take, it's like a painting. We've got all the different parts now, the colors to put together. And so basically that's what we're doing. We're forming a good foundation for a strong future. It's basically what we're trying to do. And that's where it starts. The problem we have is experience. And the only way you correct that is to get experience. Tennessee is a big opponent. Florida is a big opponent. We play Kansas State the first game of the year. And so just teams like that are great national powerhouses. And then, of course, in our conference is very competitive within itself, with the Martins and the Techs and people like Belmont and people like that, What do the fans mean to us and the team?
It's a really good feeling to see people in the seats at the games, especially if you score, you have someone there rooting for you and rooting for the team.
There's no words for it, honestly. The love that the fans give is indescribable, so I love it.
It's a good feeling to have fan support, and when you hear the crowd cheer for you, that's a really good feeling.
We're nothing without y'all. We play off of y'all's energy. Y'all get us hyped. We're excited when the band here and our Tiger fans are here. Our Tiger Club is exciting because we know we have someone to play for and they support us no matter what.
Just makes them play harder. They feel like there's a responsibility there to the fans, to perform. And for me as a coach, I don't want to disappoint them either because they're here supporting us, saying, hey, you guys go get them, we're here for you, kind of deal. And that's very important for me as a coach, even as a head coach. And so, I've been very proud of our fans here so far. It's been a really positive experience.
Well, that's it for me. I got what I need to know.
Yeah, and it's good that they see that the fans are really going to contribute. And that's the biggest way I think that they can win games is by feeding off of that energy, especially with newcomers to the game, coming from high schools or coming from different schools, trying to feed off of that and try to really, turn up, I guess, in a sense.
It'll definitely help build their confidence. So, let's see what the fans have to say about this upcoming season.
Hi, I'm Toya and I'm with Tiger Score. Today we have a freshman by the name of Raya. Raya, are you ready for this year's basketball season?
Yes, I am super excited for our team to go all the way. Go Tigers, get with it!
I'm Aric Goddard, senior here at Tennessee State University, and I'd like to shout out the basketball teams, girls and boys team. Make sure y'all come out and support. Yesterday was fantastic, the great turnout. It was a great show for the campus and the whole organization and basketball staff as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Upcoming season, we got plenty more to come, and we're going to be great. Go Big Blue.
Go Tigers.
Go Lady Tigers.
Go Tigers. Get with it.
Tune in to Tiger Score. Get with it.
I want to wish the men and women basketball team the best of success as we get ready to go into our basketball season.
class of '94. I want to wish the men and Lady Tigers a great season. Go Tigers.
We're both freshmen, so we don't know what the basketball team is like, so we're really excited to see what the men and women's basketball team has to offer us this year. Let's go, Big Blue!
I need everyone to stop what you're doing, pull out your phone, add us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, or follow us on Twitter.
Yes, make sure y'all do that ASAP. That's all we have for you today.
We want to send a huge shout out and a thank you for everyone that helped with this production.
And remember to join us again on November 25th as we talk about this year's football season.
So until next time, on Tiger Score, get with it. We out.